All right, we've got a little tiny Kizer to talk about today. Here is the part number and information. This is called the Squidward. Insert SpongeBob SquarePants references here. Okay, anyway. Yeah, if I was that guy, I would have put a Squidward thing up here and done a bunch of goofy edits like my buddy Alex, but I'm not that guy. So let's just dive right into the knife. It is a small little front flipper, gentleman's folder-ish, they call it. Not sure that it really meets that criteria as a gentleman's folder, but kind of. Typically, gentleman's folders do not have pocket clips because they go down in that little pocket in your suit pants. It's kind of like a coin pocket on jeans, but it's farther down, or inside of a jacket, your suit jacket pocket, something like that. But anyway, they do call it a gentleman's folder front flipper thing. One of the interesting things about it to me when I first got it was twofolds. One was this Lanyard Loop. I think that's interesting. It makes it really easy if you're left-handed or right-handed for the lanyard to kind of move with you. And to move with you as you're using the knife, carrying the knife and whatnot. So I think that's cool if I was a lanyard guy. So maybe if you're a lanyard guy, you can comment down below if that's cool or not, because I'm just kind of talking out the side of my mouth because I don't really know, because I don't use a lanyard. Whatever. The other thing that I think would be really cool, they call this like a squid eye pivot. Just because it's got the white circle around. What would be freaking awesome is if that was a glow-in-the-dark pivot collar. Think about that. Just think about that for a minute. That would be freaking awesome. Pocket clip is done fairly well. It works great. I just wish that would recess into the G10 scales. All in all, it's not a bad knife if you're looking for something small. 154 cm, so that's decent stuff. Jimping all around the top. The Squidward and Azo, the designer, and all that stuff is there. Again, I don't love the name. And I don't know that you need to put the name of the knife on the knife. I don't know if that's necessarily a thing. You can put the brand, you can put the logo, you can put that stuff, but do we need to say the name of the knife? I don't think so. But it is small, okay? It's 4 inches closed. Almost disappears in my hand, but it feels fairly well. Like there's enough grip for sure. And really, again, guys, we talk about this over and over. Do you need much more than like a 2.75 inch blade? This is 2.76. What more do you really need for opening the Amazon boxes? The occasional UPS or FedEx box. Like, do we really need much more than this? I don't know. I'm hard pressed. So 4 inches closed, 6 5/8 overall, 2.76 inch blade. You still have 2.65 inches of cutting edge, 0.018 behind the edge, and 0.108 blade thickness with that 154 cm blade steel. Overall is 0.488, and it runs on, I believe they are ceramic bearings. I like the all blacked out look. All in all, I think it's a cool budget knife at $69. So, I don't know. Let me know down below your comments on the lanyard hole and blade and knife size. I think the Kizer is more comfortable in my hand than the Delica. And the Delica is too small. The Delica is just too thin, and so it just feels smaller in my hand, even though it's a little bit bigger. It just feels like I don't have a good grip, perhaps. So that's why I think I kind of gravitate more to these style that are a bit thicker with their G10s, liner locks. This one is not an inset liner lock. The Kubi is an inset or nested liner lock to save a little bit of that thickness. But yeah, I tend to go with a thicker handled knife just because it feels better in my hand. Now, I do have some thin handled knives for sure. Like the RJ Martin is, well, it's a bit thinner than this Kizer, but it is slightly thicker than the Spyderco. However, there's more meat in my hand than the Spyderco. So that's why the RJ Martin, even though it's slim, super slim because that's the part number, it feels fine in my hand and it doesn't feel too small. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts, please, down below. And in the meantime, go check out my Kizer playlist and Professor EDC's channel over here, and thank him for loaning this in so that I could check this out. Something I would not normally buy or check out on my own because I would probably see it on the table, say it's a front flipper and it's small, not for me. I wouldn't spend my time on it. But I love getting stuff in the mail so that I am kind of forced to check them out. So you never know when you're going to miss something. So don't judge a book by its cover, if you will.